We're live. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome to the Good News podcast. Fuck you, Glory. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Oh, that's fantastic.
No, it isn't.
And we're gonna talk about bands tonight and music. We haven't done one of these in so long. We did one last week.
We did one last week. What are you talking about?
It's been so long.
It's been so long.
Last week felt like an eternity.
Honestly.
Glory, did you go to any concerts this past week?
I did, actually.
No way! Who'd you see?
I saw One Direction.
Wow.
I know, right?
I saw a Daft Punk in concert on Friday.
Oh my god. Wow. I think I was actually at the same show.
Oh my god,
because
wait.
they toured together.
Oh wait, no, it was it was co-headliner. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot I saw
how
One
can you
Direction.
forget
I was
that?
so tired by that point that I just forgot that One Direction was even at the concert.
Are you saying Daft Punk opened for One Direction? That's
No,
very...
they co-headlined together. The opener was your mom.
That's so lazy.
I know it is.
No, good job. That was a good one.
Thank you, I know. So hi.
Shut up.
Welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
We already did our intro.
Say your name.
I'm Glory.
Thank you.
Again.
And we're going to talk about music. I'm doing the same fucking intro as last time. Let's just talk about the music, shouldn't we? Shall we?
Shall
We shall.
we? We shall not.
So Kitty Hawk dropped an album, Mikey's favorite songs.
Seriously.
And so I thought that this one was interesting because this is actually just like a compilation of the songs that didn't make it onto their other releases in 2012 and 2014. So all these songs are super long, and there was even like a Christmas cover on here, just in the middle of the album, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought most of it was pretty solid. The Christmas cover could have just saved that one until December.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe.
Yeah, I agree. It caught me off guard, but I just finished listening to Michael Bublé's Christmas album 2 days ago.
You know what?
For the 20th time. So I actually enjoyed that part.
Hi.
I thought it was a solid album.
Glory
there
has
were
no
two
problem with
tracks.
it because, sorry, Glory has no problem with the Christmas cover because she listens to Christmas music all year round.
I do. Happy holidays, everybody.
Shut up.
Yeah, I thought this was a good album. There were maybe one or two songs, as you said. There were a couple long songs, and usually if it goes over 4 minutes, it kind of loses my attention, except for Homecoming by Green Day, because it changes every 2 seconds. But other than that, solid album. Really enjoyed it.
Beric just subscribed on our Twitch.
Pog.
Thank you, Beric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait,
Stop
shoot,
giving us money.
I don't even have our Twitch open. That's kind of cringe. Neo released a 15th anniversary edition of their album In My Own Words. What did you think of
this
album?
album?
I'm really
brought me
excited.
Back.
Yeah.
Back to when music was still good.
Exactly. Literally.
I was
it's just... Oh my God.
Because
Yeah,
I
sorry.
told myself I was going to listen to a couple of songs off the record, listen to the deluxe part of it, and then just kind of base my review off of that. And I just kept going. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. I'll just keep listening to it.
It's just good. Yeah.
And the only songs that I was like, I'm not going to listen to are the instrumental ones because I've already heard the song probably twice by this point.
Yeah.
So overall, I thought it was solid. Even the remixes were good. Which is not something we typically say. We're just like, it's just a remix, which is our nice way of saying it was fucking horrible. So
looking at you, Telephone Remix. God.
I was listening to that earlier this week.
Why?
Because Snow Globe, Low Key as Hell, and then that remix is next.
Oh yeah,
on
it's
their
all
Spotify.
in the line.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Tragic.
So yeah, I was surprised. This album's held up the 15 years or whatever.
Definitely. I think you said exactly what everybody should expect. It's music when music was good.
This will bring you straight back. I didn't recognize any of the songs off the album itself. Because I've never listened to the album before, but I was like, okay, I've heard the name before. Maybe I've heard a couple of these songs on the radio. That wasn't the case, but I still felt like that nostalgia of back when the music on the radio was still good.
Exactly. And it wasn't the same two songs over and over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was really nice. This is the type of music that I really enjoy listening to if I stumble upon it, which isn't often because I just listen to the two same
You're not
songs.
actively looking for it either.
No, I'm not. But
Yeah.
when we stumble upon it, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. It was a very good album. There was one part in the song. It was like, I want to sex you everywhere or something. I thought that was funny. But other than that, pretty good. Good album.
So true. So Electric Century dropped
Finally.
their self-titled record.
Jesus.
They had a hard time getting it on streaming, but they got it on streaming in time for us to talk about it.
Thank you, Mikey.
Here we are, chatting about the record. I thought the album was solid. My only thing is that it just sounds kind of like an extension of their debut album. I don't know if you've heard their debut record or not.
No, I haven't. I shouldn't say it that way. Sorry, I have not.
So this just kind of felt like, by Glory, felt like an extension of their debut album, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means they've got their sound. But they were talking about how it was going to sound different, and it just didn't, in my opinion.
Just didn't.
Yeah, so like I said, it was still good for what it was. Glory, what'd you think of it?
In the nicest way possible. I don't think I was the biggest fan of it. I love Mikey though. Mikey, you are a star. I love you. You're doing great.
This is Glory saving her ass right here.
No, genuinely. I thought there were a couple tracks that I did like and then I picked out and I was like, oh, this is a very, very solid song.
Mm-hmm.
But it just altogether, it's not my type of music, I guess. You know?
I mean,
I did like the beat boops though.
The beat boops, yeah.
Atticus picked out the beat boops and I was like,
boops.
Looking at it now, I do like the beat boops. So good job. Good job on that, Mikey.
So true, Mikey. And David.
And David, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just know Mikey.
What the fuck was that? Free to Be Okay, I think, was my favorite song off the record. And there were a couple more slow songs than the last album, but I even gravitate, like, I'm very weird about slow songs. Like, typically I'm like, wow, those suck. And then, like, on albums that I actually like, it's like, wait a minute, I actually gravitate towards the slow songs. So, like, on their debut album, I'm like, I'm okay with those. They're fine. I'm not going to skip them. And I feel the same way about this one. So I guess that's good. If I had to come back to one or the other, it would be the debut LP, not this one. But if you put a gun to my head and said I have to listen to this album, I would listen to it and probably enjoy it.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So I should probably listen to the debut then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, why are they both self-titled?
No. The debut isn't self-titled. Their 3-track EP that they put out for Record Store Day in 2016 is also self-titled. And since it's Last FM gets all confused because I think it's also on streaming services, or at least the singles are with the cover art. And then people were like, they ripped the EP and then they put it and they listened to it and then fucked up everything. So they have 2 self-titles.
Wow.
And the Record Store Day release sold like shit because they were a new band. So you can still find new copies at record stores for list price.
Is the EP good?
It's just songs off the LP, the debut LP.
It's like they pulled a Hayley Williams before Hayley Williams pulled a Hayley Williams.
No, because they were a new band, so they were trying to drum up hype. So it was more like a demo disc, except all of the songs were fully fleshed out.
Okay.
Like a sampler.
Yeah.
Like, you know, back in like 2005 when you go to a store and you buy a CD and then they give you a sampler for another one. Yeah, it's kind of like that, except you had to pay for this one.
Oh. Well.
And it was on wax.
Wax.
Instead of plastic.
Interesting.
Century, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast.
You.
I'll listen to the album again.
I'm begging you.
Yeah,
I gave you $30 for the album, please.
Did you buy the vinyl?
I pre-ordered the vinyl because I saw the prices of. I can't find a copy of the original of the first album on vinyl anymore. So I'm like, I'll just fucking buy this one so that I don't feel that way when like 6 months from now I'm really digging the record and I want it on vinyl and I can't get it. Because that always happens.
Is it pretty, the vinyl?
It's a picture disc.
Oh. Is it of the cover?
Z2 Comics. I got the link right here. Beep beep bippity bop. Yes, kind of. It's like white, and then it's got like a similar design to the cover art on the picture disc. And I don't know what the other side looks like. But yeah.
I like how Sam said, God, not telephone remix. I'm glad everybody just mutually hates that.
Yeah, fuck
remix.
Fuck telephone remix. But hi, Austin, if you're listening, we love telephone remix.
It's so good.
Our DMs are open. I heard you have an album coming out. I've bought it 4 times already. Please, for the love of God, come on the podcast. No, 4 times only. There's only 4 versions.
I thought there was another version that you got.
No, I got the glow in the dark. I got the 2 standard vinyls that you could get easily, and then I got the CD as well. And those are all the variants that have been out so far.
Okay. For some reason, I thought another one dropped. If another one drops and it's pretty too, I might consider getting it. But I don't even know if I like the album yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm really worried that this. Now we're talking about Waterparks well before we're gonna bring up Waterparks, but it's okay.
This happens.
I'm very worried. I don't think that this is gonna be a Pray for the Wicked, but like that's what could happen. Like, you pre-order it 700 times and then it winds up sucking hard.
Exactly. Pray for the Wicked was my first album that I bought, my first CD that I actually bought, and I was so excited. Dude, it's still on my shelf, and I'm just I look at it every time and I'm like, God, you were a waste of like what, $15?
Yeah.
Because it was a pre-order, so I paid full price for that. God, so disappointing.
So once I found out that you didn't need like a Spotify login to get to the page to pre-order the glow in the dark variant, I pinged in the r/Waterparks band server about it, and then got an angry DM from a Parksy about 5 minutes later. This is quick story time. Blaming me, solely me.
This is your fault.
It's my fault that the glow in the dark variant sold out because there were 500 copies. There are 400 people in the server. According to math, I can be the sole reason that the thing sold out. Yeah,
every single person in the server except 100 people actually bought them. Nobody else knew about them.
Yeah, no one else. Twitter didn't catch wind of it. No. Because I was like... And then
it's not like they sent a mass email out to everybody who follows them on Spotify.
Yeah, because I'm like, it didn't just... I know it said top artist, but that's just like, it's a marketing thing, right? Like, to make you feel cool.
It makes you feel special. Yeah, just like you're one of our favorite fans.
I'm like, you can tell Austin didn't even fucking write that. It wasn't in all caps.
Exactly. Dude, I opened it and they tried to like mimic his, just like how he types and stuff. But I was like, I know that's not him because it wasn't in caps.
I'm like, Austin also wouldn't talk about the Depop Parksies like in an email about buying a vinyl.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on, Liz. Come on, Liz. God damn it.
God. Who's Liz? Never mind. Okay.
Wait, you don't know who Liz is? That's their press person.
Oh,
I think it's Liz.
I only know their manager because I emailed their manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Archiects dropped banger of an album. For those that wish to exist, this album surprised me very well. I was listening to it at like 1 a.m. last night.
Best time to listen to it.
Honestly, yeah. It caught my ear. For every single track, it caught my ear because sometimes I would zone out in the middle of a track and then it's like a new one would start up and I would be like, yo, this is sick. Very, very, very good album. This is usually not my genre, so it really surprised me when I was like, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
so.
This album is like insane. It's not typical Archiects because their like main songwriter passed away 2 albums ago. So Holy Hell and this one are the 2 they've written without him. And the last one was like mourning his loss, and then this one is like they're not trying to write in his style anymore. So they're kind of going away from their heavy, but everyone's like, Archiects went soft. No, they didn't. This was still just as heavy as everything else they put out.
I was going to say, this was a pretty heavy album.
He just didn't bleh.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. There weren't any blehs.
There were no blehs, and that was like the signature Architect thing, was the bleh.
The bleh.
So, I don't know. I don't get the hate for this record. I thought it was really fucking good. Like,
wow, so there's actually like a lot of hate.
Yeah, because they're like, Archiects went soft, and even the softer songs are still like fantastic on this album.
Yeah.
The opener,
there was an acoustic one or something, right? So good, so true.
What, the closer track?
Yeah, it was like soft.
That's the only one that kind of grinds on my last nerve.
Wow.
But since it's the last song in the album, I'm like, I'll just fucking listen to it and then loop it again.
Exactly.
So, I mean, all in all, I don't get the hate for it. Every single song on this album, it's like banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Yep.
And all the features work well. There's even a feature with the guy from Parkway Drive, which is like the other big metalcore band, which a couple years ago would have been a super sick feature when Architects was still doing blackcore. But even when Architects is doing softer metalcore, it was still super cool. I don't know. So yeah, fuck everybody saying that Architects made a bad album, because this one's fantastic. And I've been listening to it a lot before release and after release.
Yeah. I remember when the last single came out, you were like, I don't know what to say, because if I do, I'll reference the album that isn't even out yet.
Yeah, I'm like, so I've already heard the album, but let's talk about Meteor.
Exactly.
So Jetty Bones put out an album, Push Back. Fun, poppy fun, goodness fun. Woo!
Thumbs up, clap emoji,
Thumbs up,
100 emoji, exclamation emoji.
I thought that this album was just fun from the very start. I was like, oh, this is something I can get behind. I like the direction that she's taking her music in.
Yep.
The only thing I want to bring up is the song with Eric from Heart Attack Man. Because
funniest thing.
It's hilarious because Eric is well known for just going ape shit on every single Heart Attack Man song, and then she's got him like just kind of talking and like singing.
So cute.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Are you okay?
I'm like, Eric, are you doing all right over there?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I wanted to bring up, because I thought that was hilarious and also was just interesting and different for Eric. Because we know a Heart Attack Man song isn't going to sound like that, and I never expected Eric to do a feature like that.
Yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It was very interesting.
It was good.
But that's the only thing I thought that was worthy of like bringing up. The singles that we talked about, I think we only talked about the one, was good, and the rest of the album followed suit. It wasn't just like, oh, this one single's good, and then the rest of the album sucks. So
that would be horrible. We had a couple albums like that. Yeah, this album was very good, solid. Again, I listened to this one earlier today. It was very good. Yeah, I don't know. You said everything. You're taking all my points today.
My bad.
All right. Well, NoFX dropped an single album. That messed me up a little bit. Sorry.
Single album. I mean, I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship with this album, because it's not the worst thing that I laid my ears on today.
Yeah.
But it certainly was not the best.
No.
There are bands out there like NoFX, like Green Day, like Blink-182, like Newfound Glory that have been doing their thing for so long that they're running out of ways to do their thing. And this album shows that off perfectly. They haven't quite gone the Green Day route, though.
God bless.
Just making sports anthems, which is great.
Well, they're still getting that money, though.
They're making a shit ton of money making sports anthems. So go get that bag. But
honestly, yeah.
There were a couple of songs on this record where I was like, these are actually good. And then there were a bunch of the songs on the record where I was like, why'd you even pay to record these? That's pretty much how I feel about this album.
Yeah.
I just think that these older punk bands should pull a Kiss and just go on a world tour.
Forever.
A world tour that's like your breakup tour. That lasts about 5 years, because Kiss has been on their last world tour for about 5 years now.
Dude, I remember when I was little and I saw a commercial. I don't know how I saw a commercial. I was like very protected and sheltered when I was little. But I saw a Kiss world tour, like their last world tour commercial, and I was like little. And then I saw a poster for it like maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, wait a second.
They're still going.
I thought you guys broke up like 8 years ago.
Exactly.
But, that's how it is.
That's these bands' bread and butter anyway. And their fans, the people that are going to those shows, don't give a shit that they put out an album 6 months ago. They're not listening to it. They want to hear them play, like the Blink-182 fans want to hear Enema of the State for the 300th time. Yeah. So like, you could just
miss you. Yeah,
you could just go on tour like for the rest of eternity and make a shit ton of money that way and never have to record another song.
Exactly, man. I wish.
Look at that. I'm full of business ideas.
Man, you're on a roll tonight.
I know I am. I'm on a roll every night. I just don't show it.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say about this album, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. I didn't like the vocals a lot, and yeah, the vocals just kind of ruined it for me. I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. I feel really bad. I don't like being negative because I can't make music. So like you're already like leagues ahead of me, but I feel like you have to like a specific type of voice to like their music because their voice is very unique.
You have to like boomer punk.
That too. You have to like boomer punk. And I do not.
So Sydney Sprague dropped an album. Maybe I Will See You at the End of the World.
Such a cool name.
Such a cool name. And her press person, shout out to Natalie, has not shut up about this album since it was announced, which is what put it on our radar originally. And we may or may not have chatted with Sydney a couple weeks ago, and that may or may not come out sometime within like the next month or so.
Remember when our turnaround date like a week ago was like, oh, it'll come out next week, and now it's just a month or whatever. Since now we're back on our grind. I'm
like, I wish I knew. I honestly wish I could tell you when it was going to come out, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
So this album has been on my radar for a hot minute, and now it's finally out, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. Every single song very good, even the slower ones. There are only a couple of people that can make slower songs and have me enjoy it. Sydney and Youngheim are those two people that can make me listen to slow songs and then have me compliment it on the podcast. So there we go.
Wonderful. Yeah, this is a very solid album. I like Sydney.
The very vinyl pressings are hot too.
They're vinyl pressings?
Yes.
Wait, where are they? Where can I look for them?
Rude Records. It's on Rude Records merch now. Rude Records has been on fire with their pressings lately.
Oh, they're always good.
Yeah, their pressings have been so good lately, and Sydney's is no exception. So good, and each of them are limited to 100. So
that's very limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gloria, would you like to introduce the next topic to the show?
I want to forget this album even happened. Alice Cooper dropped an album, Detroit Stories, and they shouldn't have.
Okay, but clearly there's a market for this album because I went to a record store on Saturday, and they had like 6 copies of this up on the fucking wall.
Are you serious?
Yes. Like
Why?
6 or 7, because it's like the classic rock, boomer rock shit. That's what all these record stores attract, so they buy a shit ton of these albums. And wow, I tapped out after I had a lyric about piss. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I saw you and I pissed my pants. A classic.
So good. Peak songwriting. It's very clear that Alice Cooper has been making music since 1969, and should probably hang it up sometime soon. Maybe he should pull a Kiss too.
I think just every old band should just pull a Kiss.
Honestly, not like in the most like non-joking way possible. Yes, I actually agree with that because we should make room for the bands that are making new and exciting music.
This goes for the bigger bands.
Yeah,
is what I'm talking about. Yeah. The bigger bands, the big older bands,
like move over so that the bands making a splash in the scene now can play arenas instead of you playing the arena for the 6th time this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just, this album fucking sucked. This album just sucked. This just sucked. I mean, quite frankly, the best songs on this album were the couple of singles that we talked about. Maybe because they were familiar, maybe because they were the only ones that were decent. The world may never know. But this album fucking blows.
I think it was good because it was just a hint of what was on the album rather than the same sound over and over and over and over and over
over and over and over and over and over. Like, we get it, Alice. We get it.
Exactly, we get it. You saw them and you pissed your pants. Stop talking about it.
Well, like, he's got a formula and he's got a fan base.
Oh my god, yeah, formula. Obviously he does.
Because there are people that just want to hear the same thing over and over and over again.
And over and over again.
Album after album after album, and they'll eat that shit right up, and he can sell out amphitheaters, arenas, doing that shit, and that's fine by me. If that's how you want to make your money, fine, but your album still sucks.
It's just not Oh God, watch! They're gonna comment on this video now, and then
Alice
I'm gonna end up
Cooper?
crying. Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper with the
Alice-
14 million monthly listeners is going to comment on our YouTube video to let us
Yep.
know that we're little piss babies.
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna say, "I saw you, and I didn't piss my pants."
God, this was
dude,
just
so
garbage.
bad.
The only time I've ever thought about Alice Cooper outside of this album was when he brought Motionless in White on tour.
That was
Which
interesting.
it's a great opportunity for Motionless in White.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to the same thing for 2 hours every night in the back of the stage, I think I would go insane.
Yeah. Maybe they just weren't there, and they just
maybe
left.
they just put their earplugs in and then put noise canceling headphones over those.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean,
So
modern problems require modern solutions.
modern problems. Alice Cooper's been making music for fucking 50 years. Modern problems. Dude's a day older than dirt.
Oh my! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God, dude. Anyway, summary: bad album.
So AFI dropped a double single and announced their new album.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry.
Looking Tragic was one of the songs, and then there was another single. It doesn't fucking matter. These singles were way better than the lead two. Like, way better. I struggle to find anything positive to say about the last two singles that we talked about.
Yeah,
for some reason, they're dropping them in sets of 2, but I don't think it's double album, which is so strange to me. Whatever. But this one, I listened to it the first time. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even know the first song was over. And then I listened to it again. I was like, wait a minute. These two songs were good. So they've got me like 50% excited for this album now.
So if it's a double album, you got them 100% excited for one of them.
If it's a double album, it's gonna suck as hard as the Smashing Pumpkins one.
Oh, Poopkins. God, I hate them so much.
Pumpkins.
Sorry, Gerard Way. But
fuck you.
no. Anyway, I liked the Looking Tragic. That was my favorite out of the two. Begging for Trouble was real funky. I liked it.
Yeah.
But it's not better than Looking Tragic. Looking Tragic slapped. So that's all I have to say about that. Mice and Men dropped an EP, Timeless. I really liked this EP a lot.
This EP
and
is good.
I'm not a big Mice and Men fan, but it was good. It was very angry and loud still.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I
don't. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the first of 3 EPs, which is what a lot of bands are doing. They're like recording an album's worth of material and then splitting up across EPs, which in the state of the world is fine because you've got to make money somehow. And if you can release 3 10-inch albums instead of 1 12-inch album, obviously the math adds up that you're going to make more money that way.
Obviously.
But I have been listening to the 2 singles a whole bunch. So the only song that was new was Anchor. But I thought the entire EP as a whole was pretty solid. Mostly because I've been listening to the last 2 songs for the past almost month now.
Yeah, I was going to say month.
So, but I mean, the Archiects album has been taking most of my listening. I've only listened to this EP a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Mice and Men fan either, but the Timeless smacks like hard. The single.
It does. Yeah.
The song, not the EP smacks too, but Timeless, the single, ooh, man.
So true.
So, Pulses.
Woo!
Dropped an EP.
Yep.
Speak Less. And I would like to speak my piece on this. This just felt like I got whiplash from listening to this EP. Like, holy shit. They did not slow down. And that's what I want.
Except in one song.
Yeah, the closer song.
No.
No? Well, the closer was like the closer was acoustic, slow, right? I'm not crazy.
Let me listen to it real quick.
Anyways, fucking just straight up whiplash. Yeah.
It was not.
No?
No, like the end of it is like they
Okay. Well, the beginning of it we picked up the acoustic guitar for. Anyways, whiplash. That is how I summarize this EP. Good. And I want more bands to do the Silverstein short song thing like Pulses just did. Yes. Yeah. Creative Quarantine Projects.
As I say, I feel like every podcast the Pulses releases something. Every band needs to look at Pulses, do what they are doing, because they dropped like a pretty good EP, pretty sizable. It's like 18 minutes, I'm pretty sure, 18, 20 minutes. Each song is like the max is like 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure, for each song. And they as you said, they don't stop except for maybe 2 songs, and then at the end of one of them they pick it back up again. Who does that?
It's all unclean vocals except for a couple of songs, and that is something I can 100% get behind. I really hope that this is the direction Pulses is taking their music and taking it away from like the swancore Dance Gavin Dance comparison bands.
I think they hate the Dance Gavin Dance thing,
so that they can stop. Well, I'm not comparing them to Dance Gavin Dance, the Dance Gavin Dance comparison type genre, the swancore bullshit, and take it more post-hardcore route,
please.
Which is something I can 100% get behind, because I need more unclean vocals from both Caleb and Matt.
So true.
And it also turns out that I said when we talked about Bold New Taste that Matt was killing the unclean vocals. It turns out it was Caleb that did most of them. I had no fucking idea. So Caleb, you're killing the unclean vocals, but so are you, great. Matt. I just thought you were doing them on that one song that you weren't. My bad.
It's all right. Yeah, but this, oh my god, this EP, I've listened to it like maybe 3 times all the way through. It's so, because everything moves so fast, it doesn't even feel like you're listening to an EP. It just feels like a very long song that doesn't feel long, I guess, because it just keeps going and it keeps you intrigued the entire time. I would like to put in a formal complaint for I Meant It. They put the end riff of Never Meant by, I think it's American Football or something.
Oh my god. You put Gloria in DIY for 5 minutes and suddenly she's an American baseball fan.
It's American baseball?
American football. I confused the 2 sports bands. No.
There is an American baseball, though, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's modern baseball. I'm going to get my DIY card revoked.
Oh my god, wait, are you... Oh my god, I thought there were 2 baseball bands.
No, there's a softball band, isn't there?
I'm pretty sure it's American baseball as well.
No, Gloria, I think I just spoke too fast. My brain was going too fast.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, my brain was going too fast. I'm like, I know there's a softball band in there, I think. I don't know. What is it with the DIY kids that never go outside anyway and naming their bands after sports? You guys don't play them anyway.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. But anyways, it's just like having the little, like, I don't know if it's called a lick of Neverment on there. I think that's what they referred to it as. It's like an itch that can't be scratched because they started, and once you hear the little opening part, you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna start, and then it just cuts off, and you're like, wait, no, and then it just goes right back into a fast song.
Did you get G-noted, Glory?
Shut up. Did
you get G-noted?
I saw kids on TikTok saying that this is the emo kid G note, and I'm like, no. But I think.
Yeah, you got G noted by Pulses.
Oh my god! Shut up! I gotta listen to Neverment now.
Oh my god!
It's so good. It's so good. Anyways, Horace Bray drops a new EP, Fame, Fortune, and Perfume. I would like to say I love that EP name. It makes me very happy for some reason.
The CP was very vibey. I enjoyed this. Very vibey,
true.
very upbeat, very fun. Another fun album to listen to.
Funky,
fun, upbeat,
hip.
Vibey, hip hooray!
That was so stupid.
Even there was a feature on the CP, right? Before I start talking about a whack ass feature out of nowhere. I'm gonna double check that.
I don't think.
Was there a feature? Yes or no?
Let me see.
Yes, there was.
Yes,
even the feature was good. Everything about the CP was solid. So yeah.
Wait, no, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Pack 3.
Cool. Sad.
Yeah. I enjoyed
very good.
album.
I really like the cover art as well. I always like to name the cover art if I see it and I like it. So good job. You did good on that one.
So
great
true.
work, everybody. Great work.
So Post Malone dropped a cover of Only Wanna Be With You.
So true.
So
good job, Post. You're doing great.
So Glory will have her stuff to say. Now, I've always associated Post Malone with like what he was doing earlier, like when I was like in 8th grade.
Yeah,
when I was like trying to be quirky and hip with the kids, listening to the cool kid music, but not really enjoying it. So that's what I've always associated him with. And then I listened to this cover. I was like, wait a minute. I don't hate this. I'm supposed to hate this, but I don't. Because it's like alt. And I'm like, since when has Post Malone done alt? I haven't followed Post Malone since I was trying to be quirky and hip in 8th grade. So I like this cover an awful lot. My only gripe is that it's for Pokemon.
Do you not like Pokemon?
I've never played a Pokemon game before.
I've never played it either, but I've watched the show.
I haven't watched the show.
You need. Oh, well.
With what time? With what time? Every single time you tell me to watch something, my response is with what time?
What time?
I've wanted to watch the stupid Daft Punk anime for a week, and I don't have any time. Yeah, they do.
Oh my god! Take a week off, just so you can watch it. Just so you can genuinely just block out a week.
I haven't had any fucking time to watch it.
Here, I'm blocking out a week.
It's either I have to interview some fucking band, or I got homework to do. There's no in between, or I gotta go to work.
Here, I'm blocking out a week. I don't care. Yeah, this was really good. I love. I just want to pop in and say with Post Malone, as you said, you do associate him with like rap and hip hop, which is what he was doing for his first 2 albums, not counting his SoundCloud debut, because I don't think anybody talks about that. But yeah, that one was rap as well. He was a rapper, hip hop rap, but in I'm pretty sure his newest one, Hollywood Undead, he is more alternative
his
now.
New album is not rap. I always thought it was. I haven't listened to it.
No, it's like a more alternative. Like, he does still rap in it, but he balances it more. He introduced a lot more alternative like hints and themes.
It's like what,
in my opinion.
It's like what the MKG the Machine Gun Kelly core kind of shit, kind of like sorta.
No. I feel like it's a bit more darker.
Okay.
The themes are a bit more darker in his, and MGK did lean a bit more into the pop punk, like actually alternative, where I just feel like Post Malone just doesn't fit into like
Post Malone's just doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly, it's just alternative, which is a really good wide broad umbrella, I guess, because I feel like he doesn't fit into hip hop as much anymore. Like, he's not just hip hop.
Yeah,
he does whatever, and it's really good. Yeah. I think you should listen to Allergic. I think you'd like it. It's one of my favorites. But anyway, where the freak did it go? I lost it. Okay. Ugh, I don't know how it dropped a cover of Deborah. It wasn't good.
No. It's not that it wasn't good, because this song...
it wasn't good.
This song took me off guard because I had no idea that Dallin Week's voice could go that fucking high.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
No, it was so impressive that my ears hurt the first time I listened to it. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I listened to this cover a couple of times, and each time I got progressively more used to it. It is still my least favorite thing that I don't know how it's done. But I know they played the song live, so it was just kind of like they're bored at home, so they just said, fuck it, we're gonna do a cover of Deborah. The label won't greenlight another album, but they greenlit this cover.
Dude, I just
think that Mr. Sinister should just be dropped. I sound like every other I don't know Howie.
You do.
But I just think that song should be dropped.
They're
already.
not wrong.
I just think
they're not wrong.
Yeah, I just think that.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of this cover, but I was impressed with Dallin's voice getting that high and actually sustaining that. He didn't pull up Brendan Urie where he does like 5 high notes in a song and then does like, what's the lowest, I don't know song stuff, but like the lowest you can go with your voice, which is cool and all for the first like 2 times, but Dallin Meeks actually held that for the entire song.
Yeah.
So if live shows do come back, I am very intrigued to see how he pulls that off and doesn't kill his voice after 2 shows.
They've been doing that cover live since they started doing headliners because they didn't have enough material to. So they were doing Brobex and covers on top of the 6 songs that they had out.
Yeah, that's fair. So do you think they're just gonna go through all their covers that they usually do on stage and make them studio?
I don't know, because the last thing that they put out, the piano version of Leave Me Alone, and this one had similar cover arts. So I think that this is leading up to some sort of release. whether
Probably
it be
like a cover album.
whether it be a B-sides, whether we finally get the B-sides off the record, or just an album of acoustic shit and covers. But there's a theme there, so I think it's leading up to something. I don't know what though.
It is leading up to something.
Yes, my sources told me it is leading up to LP2, which
You
is
should
just
just
covers.
email the manager and be like, "Hi, what's leading up to?" I won't tell anybody. I promise.
I won't tell anybody. So guys, anyways,
this is what happened.
Dodie dropped a demo.
I wanted to call Dallin out for 2 seconds. Dallin, instead of Dallin and Ryan, instead of putting out a cover, why not finally finish up a song that you're working with Sky to put out and do that, so then we can get that joint content.
Come on the podcast.
Or do both. Let's just have Sky and Dallin and Ryan on the podcast all at once. I'd probably die.
We'll live stream you guys working on the song. We'll ask you questions during it.
Oh my god.
Fucking galaxy brain.
I'm texting Sky. No, wait, he doesn't respond to my text. Can you text Sky? I love you, Sky.
Dodie dropped a demo. Hate Myself. Voice memo.
So true. So true. You want me to just talk about this? Because I know you probably didn't like it.
Go for it.
Okay, so I like a good demo, especially with Dodie. I feel like more bands should do this, because a lot of bands we've spoken to talk about, I usually whip out my phone if I have an idea for a song and I just record my voice singing, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of bands usually flesh out the song a lot more before they release like a demo of it, which is cool and all. But what Dodie did here was she just kind of literally put up the voice memo she took when she was working on the song. And I feel like it's really cool to just see where the song started before she worked on it a bit more. So I feel like it'd be cool to have the voice memo version, like one of the first versions of the song, to compare to the released version. I feel like if more bands did that, it'd be really cool to just compare the two and see, I could see why they changed this part or why they added this part. So that was it.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I gotta blow my nose, so enjoy your little segment.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything about the song. Lori said she was gonna take it all, and she's got to introduce the next topic. So this is awkward. Hi, Gloria. Welcome back.
Why, you didn't have anything to say?
I told you I didn't have anything to say.
Wow.
You said you would take it for me, and my mind went blank when you said you were going to answer for me.
Okay. Dodie, come on the podcast. The Offspring dropped a new single, Let the Bad Times Roll. Why did my mind want to switch that?
Fucking bad. Bad. Crown and Chains.
So true.
Single, Carry Me.
Yep.
So good. So
100
true.
emoji.
So good. 100%. So good. I pinged Gloria yesterday. I was like, wait a minute. Do you get 21 Pilots vibes from this, except not
good.
Garbage and also not racist? And she was
you
like,
cut out, but yeah.
Not racist?
Oh, not ignorant.
Yeah, ignorant.
The stands will attack us if we say racist, because apparently they think everybody's perfect.
My bad.
Ignorant.
Not ignorant. And she was like, yes, kind of. So that's the vibe I got. Daniel screamed too.
Dude, can we talk about that? I was listening to it. I was like, okay, Daniel doing a little rap. Okay, let's go. And then Daniel just starts screaming, and I'm like, whoa. But it was good.
Yeah. Yeah. This is their best song, hands down.
So true. I really liked King of Suffering. King of Suffering, part 2. I think that's the name.
Okay.
King of Suffering 2. I really liked that one. But this one?
So good.
So true. So good. 100 emoji.
So good.
Dollskin dropped a new single, Control Freak. So good. So
true.
Good.
So good. Glimmers dropped a single called Falling. I just want to make sure, Maggie, hi, if you're watching
Maggie,
this,
we love you.
I hope you're doing okay, because these last 2 songs are concerning. I really hope that you're doing all right.
If you need anything, just DM us.
Yeah, because holy fuck. But yeah, this song's good. Yeah, I do prefer Not Good at Goodbyes, but this song is also very good. They don't miss at all.
Just realized we have an interview in like 8
Yeah, it's
minutes.
fine. It's fine. Just introduce Poopy Town.
Adult Mom released a single, Checking Up. I really enjoyed. Oh shoot, I skipped one. Sorry. Cave Town released a new single, Paul. I don't remember this at all.
It's Cave Town. I don't think I should say anything to save our reputation. Adult Mom dropped a single, Checking Up. This song was good as well.
Very good. I enjoyed this one a lot.
Sober, but this song was also very good.
Mm-hmm. Landmarks dropped a new single, Overrated. I'm trying to remember.
This was heavy.
Yeah, this was heavy. I did like this one. It was just a lot to take in because it was like super heavy.
The Pulses guys talked about this single on the timeline. I think that's where I saw it. Either that or someone in Calling Down Fire was talking about this on the timeline. I'm like, oh shit, let's talk about it because heavy song, and I like the song a lot. Heavy. That's my review of it. Heavy. Tilian, the guy from Dance Gavin Dance, dropped a single called Anthem. I did not like the new Dance Gavin Dance album at all, but I really like what Tilian's doing with his solo music a lot. So this song was good. I think the last single was Dose. That song was good too.
That was good. I remember Dose. I think I did like Dose, but I think I preferred Anthem more. Story Untold dropped a new single, Not My Father Anymore, but the O's are X's. Yeah. That isn't a part, it's just the O's are X's. I did enjoy this. I just think you brought up a very good point if you want to bring that up. I don't want to steal your thing. No?
I thought the song was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I
think the replacing the O's with X's a little quirky. But that's just my thing, especially on Twitter when like you can get canceled for having
fonts
a different font in your bio. Changing vowels is a one-way ticket to having Stan Twitter fucking attack you and obliterate you because the screen reader can't read it. So American Teeth dropped a single one of those days, and we got an interview with them dropping at the end of the week. So you should watch that. We didn't get to talk about the single though.
No.
But this is leading up to an album because you wanna know why I know that?
Why?
Because the song with Twin XL and this song went into a bigger EP on Spotify, and that's means album.
That means album or EP.
Yes.
So true.
So yeah.
This is a very good one. I enjoyed this a lot. I was bopping my head. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
It's kind of
it was good. Good job. Future Teens dropped a single, Play Cool. I think I enjoyed this. It was okay from what I remember. It was okay.
Yeah, no, this song's good too. Future Teens, good old reliable. Very good. I'm very excited for their EP because both the singles have been super solid. So yeah. Set Into Motion dropped a single, A Call Away.
So true.
This was like, I was not expecting this. And hi, if you guys are watching, sorry we're late.
Yeah, sorry.
But I was blown away by this, genuinely. I was like, holy shit, this is really good. So yeah, I would say it's better than their EP.
You said it is better?
I think that this single is better than their EP, yeah.
Yeah, I think what they're leading up to is definitely going to be better. Oh, Australia is a banger. You can't forget that.
Big banger.
WSTR.
Waster.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. They dropped a new single, All the Rage.
Okay, so it seems like everyone in the entire pop punk community forgot that Sammy is a piece of shit. When the song came out, because everyone was like Sammy bad, and he disappeared from Twitter, and then the song came out back. And everyone was like, oh my god, this Waster song's so good. Now the song itself isn't awful, but fuck Sammy.
True.
Sammy Clifford, I think his name is, all day every day. So yeah, but the song itself wasn't awful. It's just whatever.
It's just we hate Sammy.
Yeah, it's just we don't do abusers around here. Or
nope.
So Waterparks dropped a single. They call it Snow Globe.
They're gonna kill me.
Why?
God, just yeah. You say your thing, and I'm gonna say my thing.
So I listened to this song way too many times.
Oh.
And every single time that I listen to this song, it gets progressively better. So the first time I listened to it, I was like, wait a minute, this is fucking awful. what happened to Low Key as Hell? Where is this album going?
Yeah.
They're on a hip hop label now, and clearly they just have no direction. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they're label mates with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
I think that makes me very happy, but also very confused.
And then I listened to it again, and I was like, wait a minute, this kind of bangs. And then I listened to it again, I was like, wait a minute, I think that this really bangs. And then I listened to it again, I was like, wait a minute, this actually fucking bangs. So I'm here to say that I like the new Waterparks single, and I bought the album 4 times already.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Oh, I listened to it like 8 times. I feel so bad because I bought a vinyl for an album. Okay, God.
But like, what if you wind up hating the rest of the record?
Then I just won't play the vinyl.
Which
I'll
variant
sell
did you
it.
get? Did you get the blue one or the orange one?
I got the blue one.
Okay, good. So at least it's limited, because I don't think the orange one's limited at all.
No, the orange one's unlimited actually. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't. Oh, God, and I'm a Parksy, so Parksies don't kill me. But this was not it in my opinion. Austin, I love you. Come on the podcast, but this was not it. I miss Low Key as Hell. I didn't like Low Key as Hell the first time I listened to it, but then I listened to it like 20 more times, and I really did like it. But this one I've listened to quite a couple times. It's just not getting better. I don't know what happened. Like, his voice is weird in it, and it sounds so murky, and not like a good murky. It's just like, ew.
I made a bunch of my friends listen to it, and they listened to it once, and they're like, wait a minute, this sucks. I was like, no, you've got to listen to it more than once.
You gotta listen to it 50 more times.
And
Trust
so
me.
they did, and they're like, okay, every single time I've listened to this has gotten progressively better. And then they texted me the next day, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, Snow Globe's on fucking loop, Shane. What the hell did you do to me?
Oh my God.
So I'm here to say that if you want to listen to a new Waterparks song, you have to listen to it more than once, or else you will not like it. It's not like Low Key as Hell, where you can listen to it once and like it right away.
Yeah.
This one takes some time.
Yes, it takes a lot of time.
So that is all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter, good_Nez_cast. You can follow us on Instagram, Good Noise Podcast. You can like us on Facebook, Good Noise Pod.
Mm-hmm.
You can subscribe to us on Twitch, or follow us if you don't want to give us any money. It's Good Noise Podcast. We're on YouTube, Good Noise Podcast. This is every streaming platform under the sun. Good Noise Podcast. We got a Bandcamp, goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com, and we're finally doing a Patreon thing.
We're finally doing it.
We're finally using it.
Yeah.
It's patreon.com// Good Noise Podcast. Tiers. There's one tier. It is pay what you want, as long as it's over $1. And we got a couple of things over there. Not much, because we're not asking for money, a lot of money. We're asking for money, but we just want to see ourselves make a couple bucks off of this. We're not offering very much over there. You can join our free Discord server and get a secret channel to talk to the infamous Sam, because she's about the only one in the channel. Glory's got the important plugs, and then we're gonna sign off really quick because we have an interview.
Before I start on my important stuff, this is also important because we promised in the Patreon and I forgot.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say thank you to our Patreons. We only have 4, so it's pretty easy to remember the 4. So shout out to Eric Swaggy. I think their name is like Eric Swaggy Soup or something. So shout out to you. Shout out to Matt. Thanks for supporting us, and like
Matt
almost
from
like
Pulses.
From Pulses, sorry. Yeah. Sam, obviously you
Sam,
I don't know.
Sam just prints money for us.
Yeah, I don't understand. And my uncle.
Big shout out to him.
Love you.
He's paying the
Doing
$5
great.
tier.
Thank you.
Big shout out.
Big shout outs. So yeah, those were all of our Patreons. If you want to be awkwardly named at the end of our next podcast, go subscribe to us on Patreon.
Go give us money so
Exactly.
Glenn can awkwardly read your name at the end of the podcast.
So yeah. Anyways, I don't know where I'm gonna. I used to make notes and then I just completely forgot. So I'm just gonna go with my typical stuff. Happy Black History Extension Month. It's also Women's History Month. So double trouble. Let's go. Educate yourself. Don't be ableist because that's kind of stupid. Also educate yourself on that because I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Be a good person. Wear a mask. I haven't seen my friends in 14 months. That kind of sucks just a little bit. So, yeah. And I don't know. Don't go to parties.
Yeah, stay inside.
Yeah. Also, bands, don't play in-person shows. How stupid are you? I don't care if it's for puppies or whatever. Remember that? That was so stupid.
I'm gonna go to that festival.
As you shouldn't.
I think it's during my spring break. I'm just gonna go.
Oh my
DIY,
god!
if you see me there,
look away.
I won't cancel you on Twitter if you don't cancel me on Twitter. How's that sound?
He's got a point. Oh my god! No, but yeah, don't play in-person shows.
Yeah,
because that makes you stinky. You don't want to be stinky.
All right. Well, that's all the shit we got for you today because Set into Motion just texted us and said we can take our time, but we're going to sign off now. So thank you for watching. We have been the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And tune in next Monday for more shitty reviews. Bye.
Woo!